The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Wonders they say shall never cease to happen. Whoever has committed anything to the African will definitely be caught. Africa is the best. No matter how people try to change the narrative to suit themselves, they are surviving because of us. French president has been jailed for joining NATO to hunt down and kill the prophet of Africa, Muhammed Gaddafi. This man, according to reports, came to Muhammed Gaddafi. By then, the West were planning, you understand, to do away with Muhammed Gaddafi. So he came to Muhammed Gaddafi with all sort of lies, took money and all that blah blah blah, not knowing he was going to use this money to support his own presidential ambition.
The former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been found guilty of criminal conspiracy. And the former head of state was convicted in a trial where he was also accused of corruption and the embezzlement of Libyan funds used to secure his presidential victory in 2007. Though those specific charges he was acquitted of, and his sentencing has yet to be delivered, but his fate is a far cry from that of what happened to the late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, who allegedly bankrolled Sarkozy's presidential victory. Just 4 years later, Gaddafi was literally hunted down by NATO and killed, all while Libya stood as the continent's most prosperous nation. Let's talk about this now with Libyan author, journalist and university professor joining us live from Tripoli, where it's now just about 12 p.m. There is Mustafa Al-Fattori. Mustafa, a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us here for this breaking news story on RT International. You know it, the verdict has just come in. Sarkozy, the former head of state of France, is found guilty of criminal conspiracy. Are you surprised? What's your initial reaction?
Well, thank you first of all for having me on RT. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, the man has a long history of criminality, even when he was the Minister of Interior. Not only what is related to Libyan funding of his presidential campaign in 2007, but even before that, and he was already, as you mentioned in the introduction, found guilty attempts in 2014, I guess, when he was trying to bribe a judge in France. And even before that, he was accused of terrible misconduct, especially against French citizens of foreign descent, especially from the North African states, particularly Nigeria and Tunisia, when he was the Minister of Interior in the late Chirac government. So it's, in a way, I always knew, when it comes to the Libyan context, I always knew that Sarkozy was guilty, and he would be found as such as happened today. And it's not surprising to me. And I would like, on this occasion, to reveal something that has never been said in public before, and that part of the money that was channeled to Mr. Sarkozy through the late Taqiyuddin, who died just 2 days ago in Beirut, the Lebanese connection, who was his connection to Libya. Actually, part of that money was delivered through the French borders from Italy in a suitcase delivered by a Libyan female operative of the foreign services of Libya.
Well, it's a fascinating extra detail there, and I appreciate you telling us about it, Mustafa. But, you know, look, when Gaddafi essentially gave these tens of millions to Sarkozy to help him secure his presidential campaign and potential victory that never panned out, Gaddafi was trying to come in from the cold. It was 1988, the Pan Am Flight 103 from London to New York blew up over Lockerbie, Scotland. You and me are both old enough to remember this story. All the passengers died. The Libyan government formally took responsibility, paying $3 billion to the victims. And Gaddafi, years later, was trying to come in from the cold. He wanted to be embraced again by Europe because Europe used to buy his oil until the Lockerbie tragedy happened. So he gives 50 million euros apparently to Sarkozy. And then years later, Sarkozy and NATO invade the most prosperous country in Africa and literally have Gaddafi killed.
This is what they always do to us in Africa. The world will not hear about this as much as they lied about Muhammed Gaddafi to us. They told us Muhammed Gaddafi was a dictator. Muhammed Gaddafi was this, that. And that was why his own people rose against Muhammed Gaddafi. But today, the narrative is different. It is a French president and NATO that brought us the pain in Africa. But there are people in Africa, with all the information we are having all over the world, proving that Muhammed Gaddafi is innocent, still claiming that Muhammed Gaddafi was a dictator. Muhammed Gaddafi was a bad leader because he stayed in power for long. What about the leaders that we have in Cameroon? What about Fonyasungbe Yadama in Togo, who is changing the constitution to become a president, which is not the case? Muhammed Gaddafi was never a dictator. We are not seeing the truth for how many years that Muhammed Gaddafi passed on. The truth is finally out. So we, the Africans, must understand that we can never get our oppressors to tell us the real truth. And we should understand that these people who came and colonized us, if they truly meant something good for us, they wouldn't enslave us. So why do we now so much believe in them, that they are the saviors of Africa, based on the speech they give to us, without us knowing that they are after something? This is what Africans need to wake up from. We need to rise up. We need to understand the games of other people on us. We believe so much in everything that has to do with them without believing in ourselves. As much as Muhammed Gaddafi told us how he's trying to unite the people, and even his people loved him, the Africans still believe the narrative of the oppressor. And this is a challenge and the problem of Africa. We don't believe ourselves. We easily believe what these people tell us, so they easily turn us against each other. We do their dirty bit for them. And until when? Must we sit down for what happened to Muhammed Gaddafi to happen? And years later, the truth will not come out before we know that these people are never there for our interests. And it is our responsibility and duty to start uniting. We need to unite. We need to fight for our own selves. We need to protect ourselves. The African can never penetrate to turn these people against themselves, yet they can easily do that. And that is one thing that the African must disease. Do away with their systems, because these systems are all helping their interest. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. So that's the latest around the world. And in France,